Hello and welcome back to Verdun. This is the Christmas Truce map for 2014. It's been slightly updated from last year. This year you can actually have a proper football match. There's the football with 2 goals, and the the Allied goal has Allied helmets, so they've got 2 French caps and 1 British cap, and the German goal is depicted with the German helmets. So this map depicts the events of the Christmas Truce and with the football matches that broke out throughout the Western Front, and there were some cases of truces throughout the Eastern Front, but it wasn't as widespread as it was in the Western. So in some areas the fighting did continue, and in others the truce included the soldiers exchanging prisoner swaps and food and souvenirs, and they finally had a chance to bury their friends that were killed out in no man's land and been there for a couple of months. And some troops did try and take part in future truces throughout the rest of the war. There was one case on Easter Sunday in 1915. A German unit under the flag of truce, or under a flag of truce, left their trenches, but the British weren't really feeling up for it and warned them off. So that case didn't happen. And there was another one where later on in November 1915 where a Saxon unit and a Liverpool battalion took part in a truce. In December 1915 the commanders attempted to discourage any truces by encouraging raids on enemy trenches, whilst communicating with the enemy was prevented with artillery barrages which took place throughout the Christmas Day of 1915. This wasn't fully effective though, and some areas did manage to have a truce of their own. The Christmas Truce was one of the last examples of chivalry between enemies. Future truces were prevented in World War I by officers threatening disciplinary action during 1915, and by 1916 soldiers just were not up for having truces with the enemy. After the battles became increasingly bitter, with the Second Battle of Ypres in April to May of 1915, where the Germans used gas on a massive scale for the first time on the Western Front. Then you had the massive Battle of the Somme, one of the bloodiest battles in human history. That lasted from July to November in 1916, and the Battle of Verdun as well, which obviously this game is based on, which lasted from February 1916 to December 1916, so that was a very long battle there, and also really, again, a very bloody battle. So a few football matches supposedly took place on Christmas Day with improvised footballs. The scores of them, we had Germany winning one of them 3-2, and in another of the matches, Scotland supposedly beat Germany 4-1. I know one of the football matches also happened where the Germans thrashed the British, and it turned out that we were actually playing Bayern Munich. Okay, so as you can see, the scores are 1-1 now. I think we just levelled the match about just a couple of seconds ago. There was one match earlier on in the week that I was playing, and the score was 0-0 right up until the last 2 seconds when a French player scored an own goal. In that same match, the Germans managed to take our second line of trenches. Somehow, I really don't know how they managed that. So we definitely lost that match. Okay, this has been the Christmas Truce. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like and a thumbs up. Obviously this is 100th anniversary since Christmas Truce. So, have a good Christmas everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.